Did you know that during World War II, thousands of Muslims actually fought under Adolf Hitler's command? From the Balkans to the Middle East, and from North Africa to the Caucasus and Central Asia, Muslim soldiers were recruited into the Nazi war machine. But why would Muslims join Hitler's army? Under Hitler's leadership, Nazi Germany sought every possible advantage. Through its intelligence service, the WWII, the regime targeted Muslim communities across these regions. The goal was clear: weaken Britain and the Soviet Union by exploiting Muslim discontent and recruiting Muslim fighters. Hitler, and even more so his SS chief Heinrich Himmler, were fascinated by Islam and its faith. They believed Muslims were disciplined and fearless warriors. To them, Muslims could be valuable allies in Germany's fight against its enemies. Muslims served in several key formations of the German armed forces, the Bosnian Muslim Waffen-SS divisions, known as Handshar and Kama, the Eastern Legions, including the Caucasian Muslim Legion with fighters from Chechnya and Dagestan, and the Free Arabian Legion, made up of Iraqis and other Arabs from the Middle East and North Africa. Some were volunteers, many were conscripts, and behind much of this recruitment stood the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, Amin al-Husseini. A close ally of the Nazis, he helped recruit Muslims into the Waffen-SS and promoted the idea of partnership with Germany across the Muslim world. In 1943, the Waffen-SS formed the 13th Division Handshar, followed a year later by the 23rd Division Kama. These units, composed mainly of Bosnian Muslims, fought in present-day Bosnia, Croatia and Serbia, primarily against Yugoslav partisans. On the Eastern Front, the Caucasian Muslim Legion was created from Muslim prisoners of war. After Germany's devastating defeat at Stalingrad, the Nazis expanded these units, recruiting Chechens, Ingush, Dagestanis, Tatars, and others from the Soviet Union, men who often saw Germany as the lesser evil compared to Stalin. Other groups included the Turkestan Legion and Crimean Tatars, who were also drawn into the fight against the Soviets. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, the Free Arabian Legion was formed in 1941. Mostly Iraqis, along with Arabs from North Africa, were recruited to fight Britain. But by 1945, after heavy losses and Germany's decline, the Legion was disbanded. But why did Muslims join? For some, it was survival, escaping death in prisoner of war camps. For others, it was an opportunity to fight colonial powers like Britain, or to strike back against Stalin's Soviet Union. And for some, it was simply opportunism, a chance to gain protection or influence in a world consumed by war. In the end, Muslim soldiers in Hitler's army were pawns in a much larger game, caught between empire, ideology, and survival. Their story is a reminder of how war blurs lines of loyalty and how desperate times can drive men to desperate choices. History is rarely simple, and in World War II, even faith was weaponized.